Good morning, guys. I'm back. James Brady, Executive Director with this lovely company called 5 Links. Guys, I just wanted to talk to you guys again. I know I just posted a little video, but it said to be continued because I got a lot on my mind and I'm feeling inspired because I feel like what I have to say is going to help somebody. So understand that what I'm about to tell you, I'm hoping that it reaches out to somebody and it changes somebody's perspective on things. Sorry about the little bit of bumps, guys. I'm in my car. This is my office. This is my university. This is where I do a lot of my training, my growing. I listen to audios all the time. So, you know, what I got on my mind that I want to share with you guys is something called Big Mo and a new motto that I came up with called Think Like a Train. Now, first I gotta say that the High 5 challenge that I'm on, guys, has got me feeling fantastic. I mean, I don't know if you know what it's like to jump out of bed like a spring chicken, but that's how I woke up this morning, guys. These products are keeping me energized and pumped. You saw the pictures I posted last night. I'm getting ripped up because of these products, and it just feels good to wake up and not feel tired and sluggish. So I'm gonna use this energy to pour into you guys and show you a little bit of what I'm developing into. So number one, Big Mo, it's a book or an audio book called The Compound Effect. It's by Darren Hardy. If you haven't read it, I urge you to. It'll change your life. So the compound effect basically means when you consistently make a choice over and over and over again, it causes a big compounded effect in your life. And Big Mo stands for momentum, because when you make a choice, the same choice over and over and over again, repetitively and consciously, then the momentum in your life starts to build and build and build, and you progress and you move forward. Now that can work against you too if you're choosing to make the same negative choice over and over and over again too, because then you wind up locked up or in jail or with a habit or whatever that is. But you know, that's between you and yourself. So what I want to talk to you about is the momentum that you need is something that's going to push your life into the next level. All right, you want to take it to the next level, then you need to be aware of what it is that you're doing in your life and concentrate on building up Big Mo. So I came up with Think Like a Train because, you know, I analyzed the way you have to be successful and what I've done. Guys, most of you guys have known me. You saw what I came from. I've been to jail. You know, my family has all passed away. You know, my brother's been in and out of jail. My sister, you know, I love her to death, but she's still growing. My mother, you know, I watched her go from being a hard-working mother every day to, you know, just a bad experience losing her work because she had back problems. And, you know, it was kind of hard, you know, having to figure everything out, losing so many people and dealing with so many issues at a young age. But, you know, one thing that I realized is that, you know, if anybody was going to make it happen for me, it was going to be me. I couldn't rely on anybody else to do it for me. So I had to start consciously making different decisions. So that's what I did. And this Think Like a Train is because if you think about a train, it has the same characteristics that you need to have in life in order to do anything to the best of your ability. Number one, a train is emotionless. You know, a train doesn't care. Think about when a train is getting ready to leave from A to B, the last thing they say is all aboard, and if you're not on the train, you're getting left behind. And that's one thing you got to come up with in your mind when you decide to be successful and that you're ready to take yourself from your situation now and get to where you want to be. You got to say, look, all aboard. If you're not with me, you're getting left behind. And you cannot care about what the next person thinks, because just like I said last night, if that person isn't paying your bills, that person's not helping you build your credit, that person's not going to buy you your first house, that person's not paying your car note, that person's not putting gas in your tank, that person's not putting food in your stomach, that person's not building a relationship with a husband or a wife. So what do you care so much about what the next person thinks? I don't understand. Stop worrying about other people's criticism. Do what you have to do for you and your family and your future. So number one, stop caring about what everybody thinks. Number two, when a train takes off, it doesn't take off full speed, because there's a lot that comes with a train. But it starts going and it doesn't complain. It just goes forward. And once it goes forward so much and that momentum builds up in the train, it becomes a rolling machine and nothing can stop it. And you have to think like that in life. I made up a decision when I decided I was going to take my life to the next level. I said, look, man, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this the right way, and anybody that doesn't like it, forget them. And it goes for friends, family, loved ones, mother, sister, brother, boss, period. If they don't like it, if they're not with me, they're against me. That's how I felt. Because I know where I want to go, and I know what I got to do now, so all I'm going to do is just do it. If they don't want to come with me, that's fine. But I'm not going to let anybody or anything get in the way of my success and my future. And that's exactly what I did. And like I said, that's what a train does. A train just goes forward. Now, also, like I said with a train before, it never stops either. The only time it stops is to pick up more people that want to go with the train wherever the train is going. The train doesn't, you know, say, oh, you don't want me to go to Chicago? All right, well, I'll just wait here for you then. Oh, you don't want me to be successful in life? Okay, well, I'll just stay broke with you then. I mean, theoretically, this is what's happening to most people. Here's a statistic for you guys. 97% of America has not figured out how to make $100,000 a year yet. 97%. That's everybody damn near. So the other 3% make 100,000 all the way up till billions of dollars, whatever. But the only difference between that 3% and the other 97% of America is they're not afraid to do what the other 97% isn't willing to do, which is step outside of the box. Be different. Don't care about what anybody thinks. Go forward. Don't stop until you get what you want. You have to think like a train, guys. I mean, once you build the momentum, once you get it going, it's going to start off slow, I know, but you got to get over it. Stop being so emotional all the time. You have to put a plan together and take action. So the train gets everybody on board that's coming with him at the time. He may stop along the way and pick up some other people, but he just keeps on going. He's emotionless. He's going to go forward. And listen, when a train's going full speed, there's no stopping it. If a train applies the brakes, it takes miles and miles for a train to actually come to a complete stop. So that's what momentum does. When you got so much momentum in your life, somebody that tells you what you're doing is not going to work, or they think it's a scam, and that stuff doesn't bother you. You know why? Because you have momentum, and it's going to take miles and miles and miles of people telling you it's not going to work before you're able to completely stop. So you have to think like a train, guys. Another thing, when I'm talking about the train coming to a complete stop, when it does decide to stop, you know, the captain of the train has to apply the brakes. Okay, so if you're a train and you're moving and you come to a complete stop, well, that means you had to make a conscious decision to apply the brakes. So you have to continuously make a decision to apply the brakes in your life and not move forward if you're not going somewhere. So when I look at a person and they're not doing, you know, what they say they want to do in their life, well, guess what that tells me? That this person is constantly making a decision to not move forward. They're keeping the brakes locked on their life, and that's not my personal problem. I try to help people, but I can't do nothing for them. So, you know, when I see a person that's at a standstill, I say, man, you know, they got so much potential, but they just won't choose to do nothing. You know, like the old saying goes, you can lead a horse to the water, but you cannot make them drink. And this is the issue that I deal with all the time, but it's all right though, guys, because the thing is, I'm not looking for everybody to be successful with me. I'm looking for somebody to be successful with me, but I have to talk to everybody. So if it's not for you, it's not for you. But understand this, guys, what I do has developed me so much spiritually, mentally, financially, and even physically now that we have this High Five Challenge. This company is absolutely incredible, and there's tons and tons of room for growth because the top positions of the company haven't even been filled yet. I mean, I'm here to help, guys, point blank. You can call it what you want. You can think that I forgot where I came from. You can think that I'm arrogant and cocky. But here's the reality. I know exactly where I came from, and I remember it clear as day. And I never, ever, ever want to be back there again. And guess what? I've made a decision that I won't ever, ever, ever be there again in my life. So you have to make that decision for yourself. You have to wake up and say, you know what? I'm done. This is it. I'm tired. I'm not doing this no more. You know, I'm not making the same dumb decisions that have kept me here at a standstill for years and years and years. Do the same thing, get the same results. It's simple. Change your thoughts, change your mind, change your actions, and change the people that you're around. Jeez, I mean, look, if you hang around 9 broke people, guess what you become? The 10th one. Broke people keep broke people broke. So don't tell me that